Hi everybody, this is Tony here at our cabin in the woods. It is Friday, June 7th, and I'm in the garden. It's probably, probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon somewhere. Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm pruning all my tomato plants. All of them. I'm on my last one. I thought I'd show what I do. The problem I have is I've got some bad knees, so I can't kneel. So right now I'm on my hip. And what I'm doing here, I'm going to lay down and try to give you some half decent video. I've got one plant left right here I'm going to do. Prune, show what I do, and talk a little bit more about it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing in there and we'll get done. All right. Right now, we are, anything that's hanging real low through here, any of this stuff that's dropping down, hitting ground, anywhere. I do this once a week. I come through. These right down here in the center, they're gone. I take them off. Normally I use the cutters, and I do have some right here. I go on through, trim that back, find another one. Something that if it's even hanging low, because eventually it will hit the ground. They're going to dangle and hit the ground. So what I try to do is just eliminate that right now. Anything that hits ground will promote disease, infections, and dirt get on there, and insects. There's a little sucker thing right here in the middle. You pluck them out of there. Like I said, I do this all the time. And here's another one back here. I just look for them all on every tree, every plant. And I've got a limb back there. It's hanging low, but I think, yeah, it's not up high. Another thing I do is, there's one right here that grew, and I missed it a couple of weeks ago or something. It's gone. But trim these out of here, taking them out, makes these plants grow up, and they get big. And another thing I do is I just reach in here, and as they get bigger, I pick them up and I bring them to the next slot so they grow. I help them grow up, not just dangle down. And I'm going to put the camera down for a second. I'm going to get up. All right, another thing, like I said, I take all these. You can see this one's gotten up bigger, and I move it up to the next spot. I make them grow up. Just grab onto another area so they don't dangle down on the ground. It's just helping them grow up. All these cages are 5 foot tall, every one of them. Last year they grew up, fell over, straight down, hit the ground. At one time, I believe I had over 40 tomatoes on one plant. And I'm talking junk tomatoes. They were good tomatoes. I think last year I estimated I probably do 20 pounds of tomatoes per plant out of this garden. And I enlarged the garden this year because I was trying something different, and I want to see what's going to happen. But as you can see, all the tomatoes, you can see that one right there is all pruned, how far away from the ground it is. Every one of them are the same way. They're down and low. Some of these other branches, eventually, they can be picked up, probably put in another slot. Helped out. Just help them grow up. It's all I try to do. So that way you keep them off the ground. They go on the ground, they get all slimy, diseased, bug infested. And last year I did back to Eden gardening. I've done it for the past 3, 4, 5, 6. This would have been my 6th year. But this year I'm trying something different. I'm going to try this wood mat, this matting, help with the soil weed control. I like it so far. I haven't been doing almost no weeding. I mean, every week I probably pull maybe 2 or 3 grass weeds out around the plants. So, but as you can see right there, each plant, that's what I've done today. All my tomato plants, I'll pick that all up here in a bit. They've all been pruned, all been plucked. Now these rows right here, these 2 right here, these are all peppers. Also over here, peppers. Now what's going to happen to them is here probably in about another month, they'll get real big, and then you take the top 3 inches off the pepper plant. And what that does is make your plant grow full. Last year my plants looked like a Roma tomato plant. They just grew out and they were just pouring out peppers. Very good. So today I'm going to fertilize. I haven't fertilized nothing yet other than the tomatoes when I first put them in the ground. Everything looks a little yellow maybe, and we're going to do that. I put some more green beans in the ground. They've been in about 8 days and they're growing like crazy. Oh, there's a weed right there. They're growing like crazy in here. They're doing really good. And I found out what's eating these. Worm. I found 2 of them. I got rid of them. And I got to get some Demetrius earth, I think it's called, the Demetrius earth. Put them down on there and take care of that. I have to weed here. I'll do that here real soon while it's nice and wet. This is all the onions all through here. Yep, all the onions look really good, really good. As you can see, corn is crazy. This is the first year I've done corn this good. I'm happy as a lark. I've never been able to grow corn. It's always stunk. Terrible. I believe when you see an onion do this, I believe that's telling you that that onion, the green part, has stopped growing, and now the onion is going to start growing. As you can see, most of my onions are out in the open. I've knocked my dirt away from them. I believe it helps them come out and grow. I have, since I have been on this property, 3 years, this is the 4th year, I have not had any small onions. They've all been probably the size of a peach to a baseball. Always, and I've changed that 3 years ago, what I do, and so they're doing really good. Last year I did that right there. Those 2 are grapes, blueberry and blackberry, I think. There's blackberry right there in the middle, right over there. And I got these plants for 50 cents. They're on clearance. They look like they're dead. I just brought them home, planted them, and there they are. They're doing good. Anyway, guys, I just want to show you what I do here in the garden, pruning. And it's hard for me to get on my hands and knees. Sorry for that. I just can't do it. My knees can't handle it. I have to lay down. And then you got to get up. That's another problem. But anyway, here's my pruning. That's why I do it. And you're going to see here in a couple of months, these things are just going to be going crazy. They just climb and get up in the air and go. And a lot of tomatoes. So, all right, guys. Hey, look, I appreciate you catching in with me on this. If you like, subscribe, hit the bell button. That gives you notifications when I have a new video. Also, if you like it, hit the thumbs up button. Helps me out. And comments, always leave a comment if you get something you need to know, why or what, or if you need a video you need to be done. And I guess that's just about it. And one last picture of the old flag. There she is. She's flying high and great. Hey y'all, I appreciate everything, and thanks again for watching. Have a great day.